Hello, Leos. Welcome to the Ministry of Tarot channel. Thank you for being with me. I am trying to set this up so that everything is straight. So we will be doing your primary pull for the weekly psychic tarot reading for the week of July 2nd through the 8th. The primary pull will be from the Haunted House Tarot. The clarifiers will be from the Seeker Tarot. Let's get some more light there. If the clarifiers need clarifying, we have the Shuffle Tarot. I think Gemini had to do that because it's a little bit rare, but I'm glad I chose the deck. And then for advice, you have the Movie Tarot. Please like, share, and subscribe because it helps boost the channel. Let us begin with your reading, Leos. What's coming up for Leos July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? What's coming up for Leos July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? What's coming up for Leos July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? What's coming up for Leos July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? What's coming for Leos July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? What's coming up for Leos July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? I heard chalk it up and then it faded out. So you're going to be able to summarize something and have not so much the answer, but you know that something has resolved somehow, whether positive or negative. Let's see if we can get this straight. Sorry. Okay, there's going to be a little bit of a tilt. Got it. Something will resolve either negatively or positively. Here you have the Knight of Sword. Is this the Knight or the Page? It's the Knight. The Knight of Sword in reverse. Sometimes this is a broken contract. Is quite possible. But this could also mean that the accounting is finished on something or a contract is finished. Or you've reached the logic of something. It can indicate confusion as well, so we'll have to clarify. And then you have the card we don't speak of, which in this deck is just pure toxicity, okay? Being chained and bound to a situation. The next card you have is the Three of Wands in the upright. You may have an opportunity to escape, but in this deck, this is also my stalker card. So you could, because these are two cards are right next to each other, you could have somebody in your life that just is like acting stalkerish. I feel like looking at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Pentacles is in reverse, which indicates that it's difficult to be in balance, or it's difficult to weigh the pros and cons of a situation or someone. Let's clarify this card, the card we don't speak of. Now, we don't say the name of that card, Leos, because we don't want to summon one of those. And some of them call themselves simply the description of that card in the Rider Waite. What's this card we don't speak of in the upright mean for Leos? But this could also be you as well, because this card we don't speak of is Scorpio, Leo, and Capricorn for me. What's this card we don't speak of in the upright mean for Leos, the week of July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? What's this card we don't speak of in the upright mean for Leos, July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? Nine of Swords in the upright. It's definitely a situation where you feel mentally and physically bound, but you could have an opportunity coming up. So this could also mean needless worry. I'm not really a big fan of these two in this deck being together, I have to be honest. Temperance, you don't feel protected, or this person you're dealing with is either a Capricorn, Scorpio, or Sagittarius, or a Sagittarius is not protecting you. Or this can be spiritual bankruptcy because that causes insomnia because of these These are clarifying that card. I want to pull one more. I'm not loving this at all. This is the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is someone who's not your best friend. If it's a romantic stalker situation, it's messy and hi kitty, where are you going? Where are you going, kitty? Am I moving around too much? Okay, I'm moving around too much and you want to sleep. Got it. It's sex-based entirely. Okay, but I want to clarify this card because I'm not a big fan of it, like I said. I think I was moving around too much for my kitten who was sitting in my lap. What's this Three of Wands in the upright mean for Leos, July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? What's this Three of Wands in the upright mean for Leos, July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? What's this Three of Wands in the upright mean for Leos, July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? The Death card in reverse. Here in the upright, you can see this victorious Grim Reaper type after a battle. This person has won territory and there is transformation. There's expansion. There's a dawn of a new day. Or there's strong Scorpio vibes here. There's no transformation. So the way I see this card and why I see this Three of Wands, which is usually an opportunity card, waiting for your ships to come in, that sort of thing. Here it's the stalker card. You know, you come home and there's somebody in your house going, here I am, welcome home. And you're just like, what the F? But there's no transformation in a toxic situation. I don't know if it's a home situation or an inheritance situation. Ultimately, there's resolution. Here you see, and there might be even like a big income of money. So I don't know. This may not be a stalker situation after all, because that's why we clarify. It may be that you have an opportunity that maybe is a lateral move, but maybe means more money, which is awesome. Okay, I want to leave that alone. I want to know what this Knight of Sword is in reverse, because that could be an abstract situation or an actual person. 8 times out of 10 for me, because I've been reading for 35 years, this is a person. What's this Queen of Sword in reverse? Sorry. What's this Knight of Sword in reverse mean for Leos, July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? What's this Knight of Sword in reverse mean for Leos, July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? Boom. The Magician. So maybe that this is Aries, Gemini, Virgo, but it's having all the resources you need, but this is also a broadcast card as well as a manifestation card. I feel like despite some illogical news, you're able to gather your resources, interpret a situation correctly, and just move on, right? I feel like you're coming out. You have an opportunity to get out of a toxic situation that offered no protection, gave you insomnia, sleepless nights. 4 of Pentacles in the upright, which is saving money. And you can see this person is doing an accounting kind of thing. You know, how much money do I have? Okay, I have a little cushion. So I don't know if you're recently promoted or you recently had mandatory training, but I think you get news and you're able to conserve money, maybe by adjusting your accounting. The Strength card is in reverse. This is more like of a courage card for me in this deck rather than strength in the Secret Tarot. See how she's riding the back of a lion, right? And this is someone who has a lot of courage. You make tentative steps and you change a situation that leads you to greater abundance. Okay, I'm just going to leave that alone. Let's find out what the advice is for you, Leos. It seems very positive. It seems you move out of a toxic situation, even though there's no transformation. Maybe you're not changing industries or physical places, but ultimately there's great happiness and joy and having everything you need. You can see there's progress, at least monetarily. You go from a 4 of Pentacles to a 10 of Pentacles is another way of looking at it. Maybe possibly through an opportunity. Maybe an opportunity you think won't transform you, but there's hidden blessings, and you quickly come to the end of a money cycle which ends in abundance. What's the advice for Leos, July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? What is the advice for Leos, July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? Already, I'm getting the tinglies. I'm thinking of that Ocean's Gate vessel. And we know what happened to that recently. It's the Titan that went down to the Titanic and then imploded or, came apart somehow. There may be a distraction. It's not a loss of communications because you have the Magician here card in the upright. I'm trying to interpret the visual of the Ocean's Gate. Maybe something was toxic because it wasn't started correctly or wasn't built correctly. Someone is not your friend. There's a toxic situation. They could be a Leo, Capricorn, or Scorpio. There's an opportunity to get out of it. At first, it may seem like there's no transformation, but it is transforming. I might clarify this card just to see what that means. So let's pull the advice cards because I do want to clarify. Oh, there's Death card in the upright. Maybe you don't want to transform something, but you're going to have to. And there's a choice to be made about money. It looks like you're going to make the right choice because you go from the 4 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. I want to clarify this card in this reading, just to make sure that my interpretation is correct or has merit. What's this Death card in reverse mean for Leos, July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? What's this Death card in the reverse mean for Leos, July 2nd through the 8th, 2023? The main message of the Ocean Gates, I think, is that you may have warnings or may have had warnings that you ignored in the past, and you don't want to take a huge risk. Don't be stubborn is what I want to say. This Death card is the Empress card in reverse. Now the Shuffle Tarot merges 2 or more Rider-Waite images to make a more dynamic meaning. You can see here, you've got the Hangman instead of the Empress here. Okay, so this is waiting 9 to 12 days in a situation. Okay, there's revelation, possibly regarding a female supervisor. It could be male too, because the Empress is in reverse. Maybe you realize a toxic situation will not get you anywhere. You make a decision that's monetarily or materially based, and you take an opportunity and get out of a hangman situation where there's revelation that there's never going to be a change, and then you bring about change. The advice, therefore, is to initiate change, especially to grow your money. So you're going to make career decisions this week. You're going to make accounting decisions this week, okay? And you will transform your life. So it's going to be a big week for you, Leos. It's an important week, it looks like. Okay, well, thank you for joining me, Leos. And I hope you have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.